Yeah, and you're not in pads yet, but throughout winter workouts, or any new guys kind of caught your attention, just guys dedicated to kind of fitting what you guys are looking for and kind of standing out to you?
Yeah, I'd just say a lot of the transfers have really meshed well with us. Devin Boykin from NC State's been a really good addition. Just works hard. He's always trying to learn something. He continually asks questions. How can I make this look better? Even through the first two practices. Amari Knighton from NIU has also looked really good. Riley Gandy from Pitt. I can name all the transfers right now, but a lot of the guys look really good. I'm really happy with how they approach the game and respect the weight room, respect the field, and how hard they work so far.
Seth and Todd?
Yeah, kind of like how I asked Carter, just I guess, what's the transition been like coming into this year, after last year, I guess, what's the biggest difference? And I know Carter said, he's seen some of the younger guys, maybe be a little cocky at times. Like, is that kind of maybe a byproduct of coming in after a really successful season? And I guess how do you kind of set the tone as one of the leaders of the team in that way?
Yeah, we've definitely experienced a little bit of that. Obviously, I think they're a little excited to be on a team that, achieved a lot of success last year, but at the end of the day, we're 0-0. We have accomplished nothing as a team for 2025. So, we've kind of given them a reality check. Practice has definitely given them a reality check. So, just kind of make sure they know, like, we're at ground zero right now, and make sure you're not getting in over yourself. You have zero stats as you come in. So, just set the tone for this team. Make sure we know, like, we have a long way to go, but we're going to get there.
Todd and Jeff?
Aiden, the defense set the highest standard last year in run defense. You guys were the top team in the country. When the standard is that high, what goes into maintaining that standard through the off season, and then and how you want to take that through fall camp and then into games? What, as one of the leaders of the defense, what do you think needs to be done in the other part?
Yeah, there's just a lot of small details that go into that. Going through the film room, even the weight room, and then getting to practice. There's a lot of things that, a lot of new faces need to learn, and they need to learn quickly. So just make sure everybody knows, like, what that standard is, and, that's to be the #1 defense in the country year in and year out. So just make sure they know the standard, and then the things that come with that in practice, running to the ball, over communicating to a point where, coach has to tell you, hey, that's a little too much. So, like, just getting to that point, just being really clean and organized with everything we do, from notes to film to, getting out on the field.
We'll go Jeff and then Pete.
When you come off a year as productive as yours was, earning All-American honors and everything, coming into this year, is it about adding things to your game? Is it about perfecting things, taking things that were maybe 8 on a scale of 1 to 10 to a 9 or 10?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you approach it?
Yeah, I was extremely blessed by the Lord this year. Put me in really good positions to, make plays and lead the team. And then now it's all about, improvement. One thing I think it's Kaizen is, you're always getting better, always getting better. That's something that I've really looked at. There's a lot of things that I want to work on as a player myself, my pass coverage, my pass rush, run defense. I just want to keep improving, make any weaknesses that, I've had, make them strengths, and then reflect it on the young guys. A lot of new guys are here. They want to know what the standard is. You want to know how hard it is to, get to the level where, you're successful. I want to make sure I'm setting the tone right. Make sure they know, like, it takes a lot, but you're having fun on your way there, and you just gotta stay dedicated to it.
We'll go Pete and then Daniel.
Hey, you've been in this defense for quite a while. What excites you about it? What is it that makes it so successful? And then are you almost sort of like a quasi offensive or defensive coordinator because you know it so well?
Yeah, I definitely feel extremely familiar with it and comfortable. But the best thing about this defense is it's always growing. Always new things, always, something new going in to, make this defense even more dynamic. Me and Coach Haynes sit down, we'll sit there and just watch other teams, we like that, let's put that in. We don't like that, let's not put that in. So, just things like that. But, being in this defense so long, being so comfortable, it helps me to help the coaches. They don't have to run to the coach after the play, hey coach, like, what I do here? They can come to me, or, even another guy in the linebacker room. We can help them, but it's been really good to grow in this defense and grow with Coach Haynes and Coach Sig, and I'm really blessed to be here and to be able to do that.
From right to Daniel and then Dalton.
You said reality checks earlier. What does a reality check look like in spring ball?
You go from high school, you're the man, you're no question the starter. You come here, you're going to be a 4. You're going with 4. Your reps are limited right now. So you got to earn everything again. You're at ground zero. So just make sure they know and they kind of embrace that journey and not somewhere it's like, oh man, like I came here and now I'm not playing. It's just something you got to embrace, and a lot of the guys are doing a great job now. Their mindsets kind of switch a little bit. It's like that growth mindset. So they're asking a lot of questions. They're doing a great job on the field in the film room. So compared to day one when they got here to now, it's a big difference.
We go Dalton and Zach B.
In terms of your motivation to come back, I guess what kind of went into that decision, and what, what's motivating you for the season?
Yeah, I just feel like I left a lot out there on the field. If that's stats, if that's plays, if that's just moments with my teammates. It wasn't something I was ready to give up yet. That Notre Dame game really left a sour taste in my mouth. I just wasn't ready to go, especially leaving on that note. So, give it one more ride and, see where it takes us.
We go Zach B, second row, then Nick.
Lost your partner Jalen Walker this offseason. Who do you think and how do you think you guys can replace that production in the linebacking room?
Yeah, definitely not easy with how special of a player he is, and I'm super excited for him and praying great things over him. But it's going to be tough. But we can look straight into our room. You have Isaiah Jones coming back with production, Elijah Hardy coming back with production. There's a lot of guys in there. Those two, you got a freshman, PJ Nelson, Quentin Clark coming back. There's just a lot of names in there that you can throw around. And it's all about right now is development, growing, and kind of seeing who meshes well together. And they've all done a great job, film room, practice-wise, taking the right approach to it. And I think when it comes around, we'll be able to get to that production at the will position again.
We'll take two more. We'll go Todd and then Daniel.
My ears pricked up when you mentioned Kaizen, because I've heard of that philosophy before, motivational philosophy. How did you come upon that, and how do you kind of interpret that in your own game?
It's something that I've always kind of been familiar with. Sometimes I actually talked to Isaiah Jones about it when I first got here. They used to do a word of the year, or something like to describe yourself. He used it, and then it kind of came back to me. I just think even Coach Sig will talk about it. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And I just want to make sure I have goals written down in my mirror every day I wake up, and that's the first thing I see. And I just want to make sure I'm getting closer to those goals. And because other people are going to be getting closer to them, I want to make sure that I'm working hard and representing my family right, representing the man above right, and just getting closer to my goals and make sure I'm improving every day.
Last one, front right to Daniel.
Amari Kamara isn't here yet, obviously, but I'm curious, has Mikhail at all spoken to you about him?
Yeah, so I'm excited to get him up here. I've been really close with the Kamara family for a while now, especially Mikhail. So getting him up here will be exciting. Mikhail even say, he's under your wing. As soon as he gets here, whatever you want to do, you do extra field work, extra film, just tag him along with you. And, I'm excited for it, and he's going to be a special player.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys.